The ladies from Potomac are back, and we're picking up where we didn't leave off with the fallout from Robyn trying to bury Juan's so-called cheating last season. Let's see her explain this mess this week on The Real Housewives of Potomac. They start the episode with that retro TV Potomac proper preview they pushed out before the season started. I really liked this and thought it was different and a cute way to give us a sneak peek of what's to come in this season. You can also tell that the production value is still elevated in Potomac. I think it was a good call to introduce Nneka, the newest housewife, and gave us some clips of her right up front from the beginning of the season. Unlike Beverly Hills, where I heard we aren't being introduced to Anne-Marie Wiley until about the 6th episode. The whole Juan infidelity stuff that Robyn buried because she was waiting for Karen to bring it up was highlighted with clips from the Reasonably Shady podcast that Robyn and Gizelle do and all the headlines from the blogs. I loved the clip from Watch What Happens Live with Ebony K. Williams making all her faces to Robyn's unbelievable responses about the Juan story. It's also interesting that we get confessional clips of Gizelle seemingly not siding with her bestie for the first time in 8 seasons, and pointing out how all the evidence that was coming out just wasn't adding up. I feel like the producers have laid it out for Gizelle that she and Robyn can't be 100% bosom buddies on everything this season, and they might need to unstick themselves from each other for a little bit. Next, it's the scene between Robyn and Juan. The whole time he was talking, she was just smirking and trying not to smile. I feel like the two of them went over the story they were going to pitch in front of the cameras of Juan's just a friendly, nice guy. But funny, the nice guy had to throw a dig in about the looks of the Canadian woman he was conversing with. This was so obviously a let's clear up all the rumors scene. They also want to make sure that people know that Juan didn't lose his job because he failed to intervene in a sexual misconduct case, and that it coincidentally was because his team didn't win enough games. Who knows? I don't follow college basketball, so it could have been both. We then check in with the other side of this Potomac divide. Karen, Candace, and Wendy meet up for drinks and food. So, did we know Wendy is Catholic? I think I assumed she was Christian, but didn't know she was specifically Catholic, and now carries a rosary in her purse. I feel like this was an aftershot filmed following the whole voodoo comment that we saw in the preview that Nneka makes about Wendy's mother. The ladies talk about how mad they are with Robyn using their marriages as a way to deflect from her own relationship. She went after Karen with the whole Blue Eyes thing last season and Happy Eddie the season before. Although Robyn tried to stick up for Chris with all the attacks last season, it seems like Candace was angry that Robyn could have done more to prevent the pylon, but knew it would have left the door open for the spotlight to be on her and Juan. We can already see where the conflicts are going to lie this season. We get to see Ashley's new home, which she calls Seaside in the City, which is absolutely beautiful. She went the complete opposite in decor from the penthouse she was in with Michael. It gives the feel like she didn't have a say in how her home was decorated before, and she just went with whatever Michael wanted when they were living together. Anyway, she's still not divorced. Michael kicked in for the down payment on the $2.2 million home, and he also pays child support. Ashley says she's dragging her feet with the divorce, which is why it hasn't happened yet. It sounds like she's trying to get alimony on top of what Michael is currently paying. I'm sure that wasn't in the prenup, but she's going to see what can be done anyway. She was with them for 8 years, so let's see what happens. Gizelle is currently dating this guy from Winter House who she apparently connected with through Ashley's ex Luke, who's also on that show. Jason is 16 years younger than her, and she is showing way more affection and playfulness than I ever remember her showing on with other men she's brought on the show. Even Angel thinks it's a little gross.
I was going to ask you if you wanted me to feed it to you, but I guess
on the
Please
air.
don't. Please don't. Please don't. There's a child present.
Everyone is saying this is a fake relationship that's just put on for the cameras. I think it's a relationship of convenience. Gizelle has said that she doesn't even really want a relationship until all her girls are out of the house. But it doesn't mean she can't have fun along the way. Although I agree she's putting it on a little much for the camera, I think she's doing exactly what she told us she was going to do. But maybe if she has Jason to distract her, she'll stay out of the other castmates' marriages for a bit. Mia and G have now downsized from their $10,000 a month rental that was 11,000 square feet to a 1,500 square foot apartment. She says she's now living in a space that's the size of her old closet. Gordon was voted out of his family chiropractic business, so he's lost his CEO title, and Mia is no longer the marketing director filling out post-it notes. Apparently, Gordon's family kept telling him he wasn't listening. Listening to what exactly? Listening to how the company's money was being spent? Listening to not having Mia be a part of the business and have any stake in it? Mia is now not drinking hard liquor because she felt it was mind and mood altering for her. She's using this as an excuse for why she tried to accuse her friend, the Grand Dame, of cheating in her marriage. Let's see if a sober Mia will have any behavioral changes this season, or if it's truly how she is at her core. At the end of the episode, Jazelle invites Ashley and Charisse over to her house to have a bit of an intervention with Robyn. Jazelle feels like Robyn is a little delusional about her marriage and how Juan treats her. She can't get over the fact that Robyn doesn't care about some of Juan's activities that could be viewed as suspicious. Ashley and Jazelle bring up the fact that Juan wasn't thinking about how the optics would affect Robyn, even if there wasn't anything going on with Coach Bree. Robyn is a little defensive, rightfully so, because she seems a little ambushed by this. She keeps saying that she doesn't care, and her joy was stolen by all the headlines and the pile-on from the public. I feel a little bad for her because it seems like she's catching all the flack for Juan's actions. Charisse talks about her marriage and how her ex-husband was also a coach who cheated on her. Did you catch what she said about the women her ex cheated with?
My ex got to have some boogers, honey, so I would have never thought he would have stuck his thing in those things, and he did, okay?
I think Robyn should take note of that when Juan said the whole, "Did you see what she looked like?" comment. Ashley talked about how much she made excuses for Michael cheating on her and putting himself in situations where she was being judged, and she felt like she had to protect him. Robyn is insistent that she and Juan work through things and they've gotten past it. I think Jazelle is feeling a bit personally triggered by what her best friend is going through because of all the cheating she went through with Jamal. She's concerned that Robyn will just believe any excuse Juan will give her and will live in denial. That's it for our intro episode into Season 8 of The Real Housewives of Potomac. What did you think? I think this was a great bridge over episode from the way things were left off last season and actually beyond the season. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. They've set things up for what's to come. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch up next week. Bye.